Hey, Mad Matt Collectibles here. Today we're starting a new series. It's called Is It Worth It? As in, is the price that we paid for a collectible worth it? Is it worth the price? Today we have Tim Drake from DC McFarlane Toys. It says DC Direct on it. I almost called it DC Multiverse. It's the same. I don't know why they label some as DC Direct and DC Multiverse for these kind of figures. Anyway, that being said, I want to let you guys know where I found it. That's part of this channel. I always let you know where I picked up the figure or the collectible. I went to Target today and I went to get a cup of coffee at the Starbucks in the Target, and I went to check the toy section because of course, anytime you go into Target, anytime you go into Walmart, even if you plan on going in and out, you have to check the toy section, right? I was like, okay, because and I was actually not going to check it. I was like, I don't need to spend the money right now. They're probably not going to have anything anyway. Even if they do, should I even pick it up? And I went, and sure enough, I found this without even looking, because that's how it always works out. You always find the figure when you're not even looking for it. Wasn't even looking for this guy. I know a lot of people are. And that was my luck today. If I was looking for him, I wouldn't have found it. But anyway, yeah, he looks great. So part of this series is opening it on camera and then playing with it, seeing if it's worth the price that we paid. And I paid $30.30. That's including tax. It was about 27 whatever. My first impressions are it looks great. The packaging is great, but there are no accessories, right? No extra hands, no bow staff, nothing. No extra accessories, but it does come with a comic, right? And it does come with a stand and a card that I've heard has the wrong Robin on it. It says it's Dick Grayson, but it's clearly Tim. You know it's Tim because Tim wears the red and black. Uh, Dick Grayson's color scheme was more red and green, and I guess Jason's was red and black as well at one point, or at least they no. Well, they've tried to. I've seen some stylizations in red and black, but now thinking about it, he was red and green also, and yeah, so it's Tim. But let's open him up. Let's not talk too much. Let's see. I know these are a little more difficult to open, and I don't want to cut the comic. And I was about to cut the comic straight through. I almost went right into the comic because I was gonna do a cut right over here. Yeah, let's not do that. We're gonna cut the nice comic. We have to keep everything intact. This was $30 for just this. I mean, it looks great, but it's lacking on the accessories. But before I make my final judgment, of course, let's get it open. How do you guys open these? Is there a process to it that I don't know? I have not, funny enough, opened a page puncher before. I actually have only I've bought it. I've bought a page puncher, but I have not opened it. So I don't know. Don't make fun of me if I'm opening it weird. I probably am. I'm probably opening it horribly. Oh my. That is difficult. Alright. We got him open. You guys are probably looking at me like, what is this guy doing? He's opening it wrong. Boom. He looks great. And I forgot, because I suck, I forgot to have my little tool ready here where I cut it open really nice and easy. So what I'm going to do is very unprofessionally get up in the middle of all of this and get my little tool. And Ba, 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 ba. I have my tool. It's not too far away, but I should have been more prepared. It's okay. Here we are. Boom, boom, boom. So I have this, a cuticle cutter, and I just use that to boom, 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 cut, cut, cut these. Cut these off. And I'm making a mess, but I'm trying to do it fast on camera. Alright. Maybe I need to think this through. Part of the fun is unboxing it on camera, I think. But I don't think it's as fun for you guys to watch me just open this like this. But I'm almost done. I promise. And boom. Let's get them open. Let's get them out. Man. All right. Well, oof. That's a good oof. That's a good oof. Okay? That was not a bad oof. That is I get it in hand and I'm like, okay, maybe this is awesome. Let's see. Oof. This looks good. All right, look at that cape. Beautiful shiny yellow. Beautiful. That red paint. Wow, it stands out. That stands out so beautifully, that red paint. Oh my, this actually does look good. Look at that cape, shiny black. And this feels good in hand, I have to say. And of course, the wired cape is an amazing touch. Let's look at it. Let's play around with the cape. Okay, kind of a bat symbol cape style. You have the flapping in the wind. You have a jumping and kicking. Bang. Well, let's see. Let's get the other accessories. And you have let's see. So I guess you just push it out here. All right. So you have you have a stand. Boom boom boom. DC updated DC logo. This is the one from the new takeover, the new DC people they have in charge. Right, they have that classic logo. You have a card, beautiful artwork. Wish I knew which artist drew that. I would let you guys know. And then you have the back. Yeah, it says Dick Grayson. Real name Dick Grayson, orphaned aerialist Dick Grayson was Batman's first sidekick before becoming Nightwing. Except he's not Dick Grayson. He is Tim Drake. But it's okay. We can forgive that because who really cares about those cards? And then you have, boom, that's upside down. DC Teen Titans. All right. Great artwork. And I'll probably read that comic later, but you can see Tim on there. Boom, boom, boom. In the red and black, just like the figure. So let's play around with him just a little bit more before we make our final decision. You have the articulation. Is it good? Yeah, yeah. Pow. Yeah, looks good. Legs. Okay, he doesn't have a leg that you can turn. Doesn't have one of those. Um, actually, it's been a while since I opened a McFarlane toy. I don't think any of them have that joint here, right? Hmm. Well, in hand, what do I think? Let's see. I have to say, okay, in hand, he looks great. I love the paint job. Um, it's simple, right? It's a simple paint job, but Robin has a simple paint job for his figure. Yeah, it's there's not much more you can do with it, right? Unless you were to make it metallic or something, and I'd be down for that for like a what if kind of figure, or not what if, but a different style figure, stylized version. But oh yeah, look at the belt. Oh man, I don't know. I'm impressed by the simple things. The mask, the head sculpt. I like the hair combed over to the side. I love the way that mask looks. I love the R. I love the buttons here. I love the utility belt. It looks great. I gotta say, it looks great. But is it $30 great? Uh, I don't know about that. Let's go into some positives, or we went into some positives, right? Well, let's list them again. Wired cape looks great. The yellow, that very shiny, nice yellow, the shiny, nice black on the cape looks great. A plus plus because it's wired for the cape, or the cape A plus, right? The paint job itself, it looks great. It's simple, but looks great. Actually, when you get it in hand, it really pops out. When I looked at it on the shelf, I was actually impressed by it. That's why I picked it up. I almost didn't, and I said, you know what? That actually looks pretty cool. I know that if I pass on it now, I'm probably not going to find it again. Not for retail price, right? Definitely not for retail price. So the articulation standard from what we've come to expect with McFarlane toys. Is it worth $30? I'm gonna say not quite. Not quite $30 worth. Um, the comic is cool. I love the artists they have on DC and Marvel most of the time. They do a great job. The artwork looks beautiful. Like this artwork is great. I gotta be honest, I don't care to pay those extra few bucks for a comic. I'd rather, if I'm interested in a comic, I'd rather go to the comic shop and just pick it up myself. There's one not right down the road, but kind of. It's about um, 8 minutes or so away, whatever it is. If I really want it, I could get it. I don't need it in my figures in to come included with the figure to drive up the price. Not really. The figure itself is great, but I would love to pay about I'd pay about 25. Normally I would say about 22, 20 to 22. I wish it was that price. That's like the golden price range right there. But I understand figures have gone up for various reasons, as everything else has. Um, but that 22 range, I would pay if it didn't have a wired cape. I could understand it being 22. 25 because it has a very cool, great looking wired cape. I'm down to pay 25, which of course before taxes, with tax it would be um 27 something, right? But 30, you say, okay, well, 30 is not that far off, right? You were willing to pay 27 something, and 27 everything included, right? Tax included. Um, so, it costs $27, but with tax 30. It sounds like it's not that big a deal, right? $30 versus 27. But man, that stuff adds up. Nowadays, you have to be choosy with what you get. If you buy multiple figures, it's going to add up. It's like 30. And there's just something about paying 30 when you hear that 30 for a single figure. 7 inch, standard articulation, not really like a Mayfex or SH Fig Arts or any of those companies that really specialize in high articulation. Like the articulation is fine, but to pay $30, there's just something about hearing that, right? I paid $30 for this. Just doesn't sound awesome. But it's cool. Will you be disappointed by it? I don't think so. I think you have to really like which character you're spending the money on, right? Personally, I'm a big fan of Tim Drake. I think I was going to say he's the best Robin, but the Robins are interesting, right? They all have kind of taken on their own roles. Like Dick became Nightwing, or they've really stepped into their own. Dick became Nightwing, Jason Red Hood, Tim Red Robin. I guess he's Robin again now, and then Damian is Robin, but some other thing. I don't know. I haven't followed that too closely, but um, Tim Drake is my favorite. So I'm a little bit more willing to pay that extra price for it. But yeah, I would say get it if you really like Tim Drake. Why not? If that's a character you enjoy. If it if it's not, maybe don't pay the 30, and certainly don't pay the scalpers prices. So for the first video ever, yeah, I'm gonna say it's not quite worth it, but with an asterisk there, which I guess it's kind of a cheat. That's cheap, right? That's kind of cheating, right? It's not worth it, asterisk, unless you really like the character and then get him, because if not, it's going to go up in price. And that's how they get us, right? It's like, get it, because if not, if you don't get it, it's 30, right? But it's going to be about 50, $60 if you don't get him now. And so FOMO kicks in, the fear of missing out, and you say, man, I'm not going to pass up on that, because if I don't get him now, it's like, okay, I need some time to think. All right, I'm thinking. Okay, pre-orders are out. Oh, it's sold out. It's sold out on Amazon like 2 minutes, not even after it got put up. I've gone for stuff on Amazon and it's sold out within about a minute. Um, it's usually up longer on something like Big Bad Toy Store, but even that has been selling out quick. When it comes to DC Multiverse, I don't think Todd McFarlane is making a whole lot anymore with him losing the license. I think he's just trying to not have too much product out there and lose money, which I can completely understand. So he's lowering the amount that they're producing. But like I said, not quite worth it, but also kind of if you love the character. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think this is worth it? Is there a figure that you've picked up recently where you go, I overpaid for that? Or maybe I got lucky, I thought I overpaid, and then it actually turned out to be amazing. Let me know if you guys have picked up anything like that, or if there are any recommendations for me, like, hey, Mad Matt, you gotta try this figure out. You gotta get it if you see it. It's pretty good. Let me know in the comments. Thank you and have a good day.